What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another brand new video, man. Have a hold up, bro. Hold on. Let me not even say interesting, bro. This is just, we have a video. We about to get right into this, man. Josh Giddey himself has a lot of explaining to do whenever it comes down to it, man. Listen, I didn't even really know about it until I seen it on TikTok, and then I went on Twitter, and then, so you know what? You better just check this out. If y'all haven't, man, go check out the Ohio State and Michigan reaction, man. I'm being more active on here, man. You know, trying to get better and better with it, like I've been trying to tell y'all. You know, keep on growing, man. Thank y'all for all the support, man. The family has been growing like crazy on all the channels, especially on this channel. Thank y'all, love y'all. And like I said, man, we're back. So let's get right into this, man.
He's investigating NBA player Josh Giddey over allegations he had a relationship with a minor.
Posted on social media saying the girl seen in videos and photos with Giddey was a high school junior at the time. Giddey had no comment when questioned about the allegation last Friday. His coach also declined to comment.
The Josh Giddey situation just took a wild turn. As if this story couldn't get any crazier, somehow, some way, it just did. Before we get to the content, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on our notifications to help the channel grow. We're on the grind to 900,000 subscribers, and now we get all that out of the way.
That's good, man. Shout out to you, man, for this video, man. But hey, you know, just in case it might be copyrighted, and guess what? You also got that joint Prize Picks, and guess what? Prize Picks is not paying me for that, so guess what I'm about to do? I'm ready to skip that joint right there. Prize Picks, you know, go and pay your boy, you heard me? Hey, hit your boy in the business email, you heard me?
What's going on, everybody? If you aren't up to date on the Josh Giddey story,
I'm actually not, so let's do
allow me to let the incredibly impartial Malika Andrews explain it to you.
That Thunder guard Josh Giddey had an improper relationship with an underage girl. In a since deleted post, an anonymous social media user claimed a girl who was seen with Giddey in videos and images, some of which include explicit captions, was a junior in high school at the time. Giddey, who was 21, he declined to comment on Friday, and despite the serious allegations, Giddey is yet to miss a game this season, and Thunder coach Mark Dagnall, he said he will continue to be in the lineup, saying, quote, "Just with the information we have at this point, that is the decision we've made. It's obviously a league matter at this point, and the ball is in their court on that." Now, a league spokesperson told me this morning that the NBA is still in the process of gathering information, and we will continue to update this story as the news develops.
Which, by the way, she got a lot of heat for this. If you're wondering why, then I highly recommend you check out our last video on Malika.
For those of you is she being racist? So yeah, slam. Yeah, I was so confused why people slammed her.
This is that Josh Giddey was being accused of having an improper relationship with an alleged minor. Now, the first twist of this situation is that Josh Giddey was born in Melbourne, Australia, where the age of consent is 16. He currently plays on the OKC Thunder, where the age of consent is 16. Needless to say, I have to admit, growing up, I always thought the age of consent was 18, and hearing anything but is a little odd to me for sure. There's incriminating evidence of him being involved with this woman in the form of this video.
What's up, man? It's Josh. You with your beautiful sister.
That's what I seen on Twitter.
For a game, so best of luck. We're gonna come up and watch you. Take care of business.
This video.
What's up, my man? Find another bar. We're at the club. Me and my girl. Gotta head back to mine.
And then there's two pictures that look really creepy to me. There's one where he's holding her from the back. Then there's one where she posted a selfie with Josh Giddey behind her saying, "I just Josh Giddey," which is a wild picture regardless. As a result, Josh Giddey got himself into some trouble. This became a viral story in the NBA, and in our last video we were wondering why Malika Andrews didn't talk about the story and why Stephen A. Smith didn't talk about the story. And it really makes sense why Stephen A. didn't talk about the story, saying that he's 21, we don't know how old she is, we don't know anything, we know there's an investigation going on, that's all we know, we don't know anything else. You know why Stephen A. hasn't said anything? Because we could get sued, idiots.
Stephen A. smart about it, man.
Over something
that's
serious,
why
which is why we're going to
stay
say
in your
that
place.
this report is highly speculative, and these are all allegations. There is nothing concrete that suggests that Josh Giddey is doing what he's accused of doing. Now, since this information came out, Andrew Bogut, who is widely considered to be the greatest Australian basketball player of all time, He had a lot to say on the subject, including some information that you weren't made aware of. Watch.
What I understand, if I'm wrong, I'll come back and apologise. I don't think it is that. I think the girl was younger. From what I understand is the girl in question has lied about her age and said that she was of age at the time, and Josh free to play. They don't see any concerns. The NBA have allowed that, which is kind of telling, because when these kind of things happen, the NBA kind of tries to really, hey, take a couple of games off till we figure this thing out. OKC have been aware of this from what I'm told for the last year. They've known about it.
But here's the situation. There's multiple stories that can be true. One story is Josh Giddey was aware of this young woman's age, and he didn't care because he was born in Melbourne, Australia, the age of consent is 16 there, and it's 16 in Oklahoma, and they were actually in a legitimate relationship with one another. But the news story and the new narrative that is being painted is that Josh Giddey didn't know this young woman's age. Apparently, all of these videos are from last year, where he allegedly told Josh Giddey about her age, and apparently Josh Giddey told the Thunder that he hasn't been near her since, which is why Oklahoma City hasn't really punished him so far. As a matter of fact, whenever he asked Mark Daigneault about Josh Giddey playing, this is what he said for the last game.
I'm not going to comment on anything as relates to Josh off the court.
Sure.
Sorry to cut you off.
No worries. Just a follow-up to that. I'm assuming that doesn't affect his availability at all?
Josh is playing.
Okay.
Which, by the way, he was booed relentlessly in the last game that he played in.
Oh, that's crazy. They left them open too.
So since then, there is some evidence that could suggest that maybe, just maybe, and I'm not saying this is for sure the truth. This is a highly speculative report, and I'm just giving you multiple possibilities, and you guys can piece the stories in your own head, because so far, we don't have a legitimate report. With that being said, there is evidence of Josh Giddey in the club with what appears to be that woman, in a club that is clearly supposed to be at least for the individuals that are 18 and up, which could explain why Adam Silver hasn't come out and said this.
It has come to my attention that Oklahoma City Thunder guard Josh Giddey has been fucking 15-year-old girls. Obviously, I am beyond appalled and disgusted with these actions. However, to remain consistent with league precedent, we are going to allow Josh to keep hooping. After all, Karl Malone got a 14-year-old pregnant and went on to be one of the greatest players this league has ever seen. In order to prevent this from happening again, we will be placing a chastity cage on Giddey's cock for the remainder of his NBA career. Thank you.
So now we have information that I believe is very significant, that could even support Josh Giddey, if anything. And this is bizarre. I mean, I've covered a lot of stories throughout my career. I've never seen something like this go down. There is speculation that Josh Giddey was involved with this woman, despite this girl going to high school in California. As a result, Newport Beach PD, which is pretty much Irvine, Orange County in California, is investigating this situation. And they even put out an official statement. So via Tim McMahon, statement from Newport Beach Police Department on the active investigation into allegations about an improper relationship between Thunder guard Josh Giddey and a minor girl, police are actively seeking additional information. I want you to pay attention to that part. Actively seeking additional information, because it's going to be very significant in just a moment. So the statement says that the Newport Beach Police Department is aware of information being circulated online involving an alleged relationship between professional basketball player Josh Giddey and a female minor. The Newport Beach Police Department is actively seeking additional information related to these allegations and pursuing all leads and evidence to obtain the facts of this case. The Newport Beach Police Department aims to ensure a fair and thorough investigative process, and while maintaining the privacy and dignity of everyone involved. At this time, NBPD detectives are still conducting an active investigation. Anyone who may be able to provide additional information on this case is encouraged to contact Detective C. Carter at the number on your screen. Any further updates regarding this investigation will be available on X, formerly known as Twitter. But you might be thinking, Mike, why is this so significant? Because obviously a police department is going to conduct a thorough investigation. Well, I've never seen this before, guys, because originally the girl was liking posts of the Josh Giddey news when it first came out on Thanksgiving, and now it seems like this young girl won't cooperate amid the police inquiry. But yes, this is coming to us from TMZ Sports. Josh Giddey minor won't cooperate amid police inquiry. The inquiry into whether Oklahoma City Thunder guard Josh Giddey had an inappropriate relationship with minor has hit a roadblock. TMZ Sports has learned the alleged teen and her family are refusing to cooperate with officials. Law enforcement sources tell us police would obviously like to speak with the purported female and those close to her to gather more information regarding the social media claims that made rounds over the weekend. But as of right now, no one is talking. So in this case, the minor is the alleged victim. I'm sure we all could agree. Typically, when this report first came out, the very first thing that I was thinking was, what the hell is wrong with Josh Giddey? Pursuing something with this girl who clearly isn't of legal age. But as time went on, a different narrative has been painted, and I think that is what makes this story so interesting. Because if this girl was truly a victim, don't you think she would talk about the situation, give details about the situation? Well, the report continues to say it's a significant component to the whole situation, as a lack of cooperation will make it much more challenging for officials to determine whether any laws were broken. As we previously reported, Giddey is being accused of having this relationship with an underage girl from California, with photos and videos allegedly depicting them together. Now, the NBA is looking into the matter, but Giddey has continued to play for the Thunder following the bombshell allegations. 21-year-old was asked about...
And then I seen something that Jeff T, you know what I'm saying, it was like, but what's crazy is that, like, Josh can't even play, though, and he just, you know what I mean, he just had a blick and just, you know, he really wasn't doing that. I don't know. It's just, they was just like, they don't see how he's still playing, you know what I mean? The Josh still sitting there, but y'all tell me what y'all think about that, too.
The claims at practice on Friday, and well, you guys remember this was his reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the question, obviously, but no, there's no further comment right now. I get the question, guys. I completely understand you guys want to know about it, but just right now, I don't have anything to say.
So at the end of the day, what do I think about this? My stance on this situation has always been the same throughout this entire story. There's been times where I've jumped the gun on a conclusion in these very sensitive videos, which has been very challenging to make content on because, again, there's a lot of unofficial information there that we have to sift through. And I'm sure you're getting the same exact feeling as I'm getting watching this video. It's not like Adrian Wojnarowski or Shams Charania is coming out with official reports. The only official report we know is from Shams saying that the NBA is looking into this. But apart from that, there is very comical Josh Giddey content to sift through of him creating TikToks, and they aged horribly. That aside, I can't really give you my take on this situation. Because obviously, if he is with someone that is not of legal age, then that's terrible. And he should be punished for doing something like that. But then comes the question of what if he was the victim? And either possibility could be the case. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about this? I honestly don't know how this would work out legally, even if you could prove that he was lied to about this girl's age. I mean, if she lied about her age and snuck into a club that was 18 and up and then said, haha, that's not my actual age at the very end of it, how does that work in a court of law? Is it like, oh, I didn't know, so oops, sorry. I'm sure some sort of punishment has to be handed out, but I'm not an expert in that field. So let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think?
Like he said, what do y'all guys think, man? I keep it a buck. I don't got really nothing too much to say about this. I feel like the whole situation is still wild. Like I said, though, I don't got nothing to say. It ain't my problem. Like I said, I didn't even really know about this, so watching this, now I know more about it. Wild. So we'll see what happens, man. I want all y'all to stay safe out here. Please watch your surroundings, man. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Don't forget to be you. Be great. Continue to follow your dreams. I'll be back with some more breaking videos, man. Deuces.